Tonight we hear from the president and players in the Coeur d'Alene Little League about what this new facility will mean for baseball players. Plus, we bring you tips on how to protect your home from wildfires during a year with such low snowpack.
Temperatures look to be slightly cooler today, but it certainly doesn't feel like it. What I'm tracking for the rest of your week.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us for the night report here on KREM 2 News. I'm Sydney Schofield. Tonight, plans are in the works to build a new indoor baseball complex for Coeur d'Alene Little League. It would be at the Canfield Sports Complex on North 15th Street in Coeur d'Alene, which right now is an all-outdoor field. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy reports tonight.
Baseball, nicknamed America's pastime, is a beloved passion for Coeur d'Alene Little League President Lauren Everson and her sons.
Currently got two playing in the league, and my oldest is now in high school, but he had a great, amazing Little League experience when he did it.
The teams played at the Canfield Sports Complex for decades.
Hello, my name is Hunter.
But when it comes to America's pastime,
I am 11 years old.
Everson,
With inclement weather, a lot of times, our fields are unusable.
is looking to the future. Coeur d'Alene City Council agreed on a proposal for an indoor baseball complex near their outdoor fields called Canfield of Dreams. Everson says this is for the league and city to expand involvement in baseball programs, offering a wintertime location for players to practice. She and her family asked the council to approve a memorandum of understanding to reserve property at the complex for the construction. This will help the league as it begins its fundraising efforts.
The kids could train and utilize and also use it for park and rec for their season. A lot of endless possibilities for it.
Everson says a 5-year plan to open is mapped out, but is hopeful community support will have it built sooner.
Hello, my name is Brendan, and I'm 7 years old.
Hoping Canfield of Dreams doesn't stay a dream for long for her kids and many others.
Looking at Canfield to have as a place for the future of baseball for generations to come.
Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
Greater Spokane Incorporated released new data today from the latest version of the Pulse, a Spokane voter survey first launched in October of 2024. The data collected last month shows 38% of surveyed residents say homelessness is their top concern. 24% cite crime and public safety as their top priority. GSI also notes 81% of residents are concerned or very concerned about the cost of living and taxation.
We are starting to see a notable shift that's emerging around taxes and the cost of living rising in importance. And I think this really underscores for us the growing concern around affordability for both families and businesses.
Now, if you're looking for a more in-depth breakdown of the survey, you can find that on our website. That's krem.com. All right, it's time to talk weather now. We've got meteorologist Cody Proctor in our outdoor weather center tonight. Another night without a coat, which must mean it's pretty comfortable out there.
Really comfortable right now, Sydney. A little cool at the moment, which after the heat of today feels actually kind of nice. I had a shoot this morning and being out in the sun certainly felt it. But as we take a look outside right now, we're at 63 degrees, a little bit cooler than what we were seeing yesterday for this time. But let's just say, even though we've got cooler temperatures for today, it certainly hasn't felt like it throughout much of today. Around our area, you can see some of us are in the 50s. Coeur d'Alene, that includes Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint. Wenatchee and Moses Lake currently in the low 70s right now. Clear skies being seen all across our region tonight. As we head into the next few hours, expecting to see those clear conditions staying with us. It's been pretty quiet throughout our entire area for the last few hours. Hour by hour as we head into tomorrow morning, looks like we'll start things off in the upper 40s for the day before that quickly starts to warm up within a matter of hours. 10 a.m. could see us into the low 60s already, and we're looking at temperatures warming up even more potentially for tomorrow with highs reaching up into the upper 70s. We're also keeping track of a chance of more wind to move into our region heading into our afternoon and our evening hours, as well as some increasing clouds. After that, our temperatures for the next few days looking to be mostly in the 70s with mostly sunshine expected. I'll have more about what's behind all of this coming up in your full forecast.
This is video that we showed you yesterday out of Spokane County. It's now making national headlines tonight. You can see here it shows a driver hopping a curb, chasing a child on an electric dirt bike down the sidewalk. This happened last Tuesday in the West Terrace neighborhood near Cheney. Luckily, no one was hurt, but neighbors were left stunned. KREM 2's Regan Gallo has more on the driver who was arrested and what people in the area are saying about this tonight.
Well, neighbors in Cheney here on Fruitvale Road, where I'm standing out right now and where this incident happened, say they're angry. They tell me that this driver lives in this area and that it's causing more tension in a usually quiet neighborhood.
Our duplex is in the video here, and go, oh my God, that's literally across the street from my place.
56-year-old Wendy Clement was originally booked into jail on first-degree attempted assault, DUI, and criminal trespass. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office said she was released from jail after her first appearance in court. But just this afternoon, we have learned that Wendy Clement has now been charged with second-degree assault and trespass and driving under the influence.
You think you're safe. It's a pretty nice neighborhood, and apparently you're not. People drive on this sidewalk to kill children. It was wild. It was really a surprise.
You could see he was getting out of there, like there was fear, in that video, and as a parent, to think if that would have been my child, yeah, I mean, I'd be very upset. I'd want charges brought.
After the incident on Fruitvale Road, authorities say Clement drove to a residence just about a mile away from this area and trespassed. That's when deputies were able to arrest her.
The camera in on the telephone could tell that, yes, she had been inside the house.
Now, I talked to that homeowner where she allegedly trespassed, Lloyd Gaines, and he says she was obviously intoxicated.
I was able to talk to her for a few minutes, and she claimed she was stopping by our house to buy some eggs. And I said, well, my wife's not home. You're going to have to call her. By the time I know it, she's stumbling off the porch and falling all over the place. I mean, she was obviously severely intoxicated.
Officials say she resisted arrest and kicked a deputy. They say also during the arrest, she originally denied being under the influence, but later admitted she had been drinking alcohol. Now, we will continue to report on this incident in this case as we learn more information. For now, I'm reporting in Cheney, Regan Gallo, KREM 2 News.
Spokane police are investigating a body found this afternoon near the Centennial Trail at the Spokane River. Police say they got a call around 1 p.m. reporting that body. They arrived and cleared the area by 3 p.m. SPD says the Major Crimes Unit is taking over this investigation. We spoke with people who live in the area, and they told us that they came home around 10 police cars. Another neighbor who has lived there for close to 35 years said that he'd seen this same situation around 3 or 4 other times. We're going to continue to work to get you more information about this. We'll keep you posted as we do. Today, law enforcement arrested a 4th person in connection with the deadly apple tree stabbing the Apple Tree Inn stabbing that happened in February. 45-year-old Tommy Elins appeared before a Spokane County commissioner for first-degree murder. A Spokane County judge for first-degree murder and robbery charges. According to court documents, Elins is accused of going into the Apple Tree Inn and stabbing a man to death alongside Richard Shepard, who was killed by police when the incident first happened. Police say Elins and Shepard planned to rob the victim during a meetup to buy drugs. Documents also show that the two men can be seen on surveillance video near the inn. Detectives found a glove in the pickup truck used to flee the scene, and then they say that the DNA in that glove matched Elins and the blood on the outside. Elins and blood on the outside matched the victim. He's expected back in court for an arraignment on Thursday. A fire in the West Central neighborhood this afternoon displaced 3 people and sent 1 to the hospital. The fire broke out at about 4 o'clock this afternoon in the 200 block of West Gardner. Spokane Fire tells us that a truck was nearby and able to reach that fire quickly.
Fortunately, everybody evacuated, self-evacuated. We had one occupant that was transported to the hospital for observation, smoke inhalation kind of stuff.
The Red Cross says it's helping the 3 people displaced by the fire find a place to spend the night. All right, stay with us. Coming up, how disaster volunteers recommend you protect your home ahead of wildfire season with this year's lack of snowpack. That's coming up in 8 minutes. Plus, a student on the West Side is a finalist for America's Favorite Student and a $20,000 prize. Meet the little guy coming up after the break. And another reminder, the KREM Cares Big Book Giveaway is officially underway. In fact, we've already teamed up with Spokane Public Schools to choose 3 local elementary schools to visit and provide a free book for every single student. But we need your help picking a 4th school. So to learn more about how to nominate a school, text the word book to 509-448-2000. We'll be right back.